Alright, our first morning. We are anchored off of some city.
It's the seat of the county.
We're in Fengdu, apparently. These are the announcements every morning.
760,000 of Mingshan town is the commercial center. Fengdu Mingshan, the land of ghosts, has been well known both in China and abroad since the Han and Tang dynasty.
So those are our morning announcements, and apparently we're in Fengdu.
We just finished up breakfast. There's an excursion. Hello.
We're up on the deck.
Yeah. There's
This is the ghost city. Everyone going, Fengdu Ghost City. Everyone who's going on the excursion left, but it's extra, and we're not gonna pay for it.
We're gonna go to the gym.
We're gonna go to the gym, which is weird for both of us to do together, but I'm excited for it.
I'm gonna yoga. He's gonna like make muscles.
I'm gonna try and see how I can use the one weird machine. But anyway, we're just gonna do a lap around the sun deck, and
We're trying to walk off the buffet breakfast so that we can go work out.
Yeah, the buffet breakfast was pretty good. When I was looking up reviews for this, that was one of the complaints a lot of people had was the buffet breakfast, but
Vegetarian.
it was fine.
Says okay.
She's vegetarian. They had really good scrambled eggs.
And they were real scrambled eggs. You know how anymore when you go to like a buffet or like a hotel or something for the breakfast, they're like weird fake runny eggs. They were actually real eggs here.
So that helps. And they had bacon, and they had little sausages, which they called hams, which was fun.
Pork sauce.
They were, but they weren't super good. The bacon was real good. The eggs were real good. There was stir-fried noodles and vegetables.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
Nothing unusual there.
This is Fengdu. It's a pretty nondescript Chinese city. Lots of apartment buildings. Looks like these are probably all empty. And these old ones are being lived in. But there's a suspension bridge they're working on over here. Probably can't see it on the GoPro. It's too far away.
It's a little foggy.
Yeah, it's foggy. I don't think it's smog.
It's foggy. I can see blue skies.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue skies here. So yeah, this is the sun deck on the top floor of the ship, right on the front. So we are going to go work off some of that buffet breakfast, and we will pick up later, probably when we're going on our own excursion.
The great thing is that
We are now below deck.
in the village.
In the bilge. And this is where they've got a few different random things. They've got a spa massage area. They've got this movie theater, and they're showing a bunch of different movies here, so maybe we'll check that out if we're not doing anything one night. But what we came down here for is to go to the gym. So they've got a treadmill, a bench for sit-ups, the abdomen fitness machine, and then just this general all-in-one machine, which I gotta check and see what it actually does and how much I can use it for. And then this little exercise bike and a TV, and that is the entire gym.
关于鼻烟壶呢，我们现在管它叫鼻烟壶内化。那很早之前，它其实不是内化，它只是一种容器。To paint inside actually is very difficult because the mouth, the mouth of the bottle is very small. 这个瓶口是非常的小的，对吧？然后呢，然后当你用笔在里面。
Later in the morning, we went to this snuff bottle painting class. They told us the history of snuff bottles, how to identify a real one versus a machine-made one, things like that. And then, of course, tried to sell some to you at the end. But they were really nice. They were pricey, but really nice. After that, we headed downstream for a while until we got to, I believe it's called Shibaozhai Temple. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's a big temple that was built on the banks of the river. And when they flooded the inland, they had to build walls around it. So this is our excursion off of the boat and into the little town to go see the temple.
On the red archway, there are 4 Chinese words. Read from left to right, 江上明珠. That means a bright pearl on Yangtze. Because
one thing that was kind of crazy about this town that we were in, or city really, is that it was pretty abandoned looking. The only industry you saw around was these tourist stalls that lined both sides of the walkway. It's one road that all of the tourist groups take to and from the temple. So people just sit here and sell stuff to tourists all day at what I assume is a pretty good markup.
the 2 sides you can see the 12 animals ahead of the 12 animals. They are the 12 Chinese zodiac signs. And which animal depends on the year you born. This year in China is monkey year. And if somebody interested about the animal on the way back, you have much free time. Take photos with the animal, okay?
This bridge was kind of awesome. So this was the only way to get out to the temple, and it's called the Drunken Bridge. So you can kind of see it. You'll see us wobbling around in a second, but it's not a solid bridge. All it is a couple of wires with these boards laid across them, more or less. I mean, obviously they're secured, but the whole thing would wobble and shake, and it would bounce around. And you can kind of see it there. It was pretty fun to walk across, and really actually kind of difficult to walk in a really good straight line.
What?
In just a second up here, you'll see how tough it can be to walk on this bridge. The people in front of us are kind of wobbling side to side because it's genuinely pretty tough. Also, on the right there is a little kid peeing off the side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Right now we're crossing the Drunken Bridge out to the Pagoda. It's just like a couple of steel bars, cables up to these cement things. No one can walk straight. It's just like wobbly. And it's just boards on top of cable. So you can look straight down like, I don't know, 50 feet. And I'm bad at judging distance.
And everything
That's probably about right.
told us in meters, so I have no idea because
this way. Because there is a word, export. Actually, it means exit. One of the words is translated from Fengdu, so export. We go down from that way, and from the top back to here will take us about 3 minutes back to here. It's very easy to go. Actually, down there is a white wall. This white wall covered about a hero's whole life. Defense of general of 3.
This wall that we're walking on top of is actually a dam that was built to preserve the temple and everything around it. Like I had mentioned earlier, when they built the giant dam downstream, it flooded everything inland. And during the high season, part of this wall is actually underwater, and the lower levels of the temple that you see here would be in the water.
Hello. 你好.
As we were walking down to the base of the building, some little kids started talking to us and saying hello. They like to practice a little English on us. If I'm remembering it correctly, this entire structure here is basically just a glorified ladder. The actual temple is at the top of this big rock that we're climbing up, or next to, and this entire building, I'm not quite sure what you call it, was built to help people climb to the top more easily.
Okay, you know our county called the Royal County belongs to Chongqing Royal County. Why our county? True emperor, and Chu was very moved by his self-sacrifice spirit and said that if I have a defensive general like Mr. Ba, what use of three cities? From hold the sword in his hand, he was a general in the warring period about. Okay, on this floor, do you feel some difference? Do you feel some different on this floor? Nice, slow, the floor, because the whole body of the pagoda lean against on the mountain. The mountain support for us like the pagoda.
Nice view. Oh yeah, there, I felt it. Perfect.
Pro tip.
Oh, hello.
At the top.
We're close to the top of the pagoda.
It's right there.
We're sweaty.
It's hot.
It's hot.
But
hot.
this is the view. It's pretty nice.
Can't complain.
We're pretty high up, I guess. The boats are over there. We got another boat docked up against ours now. Well, we gotta catch up to the rest of our tour group again. It's a good little breather spot. Camera, give me. It's a little baby staircase.
So adorable. Watch your head, honey.
Yes. I just assumed. It's hot. What do you think?
It's awesome.
Oh, hey, it's not over yet.
This little bridge up here had a trick to it. If you walk over it as a couple while holding hands and taking a odd number of steps to get over it, it's supposed to be good luck. So Tara and I gave it a try.
We have to take an odd number of steps? Okay.
All right. I have to time this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's the highest bathroom on Yangtze. Pagoda is very easy. 2 or 3 minutes.
Why?
Exactly.
They don't have it. Just push. Down here.
下山就好下。
弄完了，然后人都来接我，俺都回去。
So everyone walking this way is going to be swerving.
你过这个桥，因为水涨上来，距离这个桥边。
Left to right, left to right, left to right, wobble wobble. Cruise cheap. That guy was a cruise photographer. So they are going to take a million pictures and probably try and sell us a picture package at the end of the trip. So I decided on a face that I'm making in every single photo once I figure that out.
And you think I'm not going to like it and then I'm not going to want to buy them?
No, I think it's going to make them amazing and it may make us want to buy them. It's just kind of a crazy town. It's all based on this one pagoda and the tourism here. So we just walked down the street and we're gonna walk down another street with all the vendors, but this is kind of the opposite direction from where the boats are, and there is nothing going on. There's big buildings, but storefronts are all closed. It's just kind of ghost towny. There's cities like this everywhere. I guess what happened is they built the dam, the water rose and displaced the small village that was here, and the government came in and built all these bigger buildings. And I guess no one moved in. The guide said that the younger people, kind of any of the the working people, a lot of them left to go to the big cities. So all that you really have here is this weird town of old people and really young children, and that's like mainly the population. But every alleyway is empty for the most part. All these storefronts are shut when normally you'd see them just full. So really weird contrast from where we've been. Oh, and then this whole area they built to be like a shopping center.
Oh, yeah.
And that's empty too.
Yep.
So a whole lot of nothing. We're just coming down the dock. Pagoda tour over. What'd you think of Pagoda tour?
2 thumbs up.
Good? You only had one thumb, but your other thumb's indisposed at the moment. So we're leaving the city, headed back to our boat, the President number 7.
City, village.
Village. We're leaving the village, not the city. Whatever. And we are immediately gonna hop in the shower probably. And then we have a captain's something at 6:45.
Like a welcome thing.
Captain's welcome. Oh, is it a meal? I don't know what it is. And then the captain's cocktail party.
That was basically it for our day. We didn't really do any filming after this, so the video is going to end here. But later that night, we just kind of had dinner. The captain's welcome really wasn't much. He just dropped by dinner to say hello, and everyone clapped for him. And then we went to the cocktail party. They put on a little bit of a show. We had a drink or two and then went to bed because we were tired.